What's going on, guys? Tomcat here, and today I am bringing you some Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 gameplay, but the gameplay isn't what we're going to be talking about. What we are going to be talking about is a new racing series, a new racing franchise called The Crew. Now, The Crew was announced at this year's E3 by Ubisoft, and basically what The Crew is it's an open-world racing game, but the features in this game completely blew me away. It was beyond anything that I could have possibly expected, and I think it could totally change the landscape of the current rulers of the racing genre. Like, you got your Need for Speed games, you got your Forza games, but nobody's really challenged the greats of racing racing on the consoles for a while. Now, it might not be a Forza competitor because it's an arcade racer, but I think it could definitely pose a huge threat to Need for Speed. Now, we've seen open-world arcade racers before. I mean, we're playing one right now. This is an open-world arcade racer set in a city. However, The Crew, and I'll just get this out of the way right now because this is the big feature of this game. This is like the big thing, the big deal, big announcement. The open world in The Crew is the entire United States of America. And that's not like some joke or anything. That's the truth. That's the truth. I will leave a link in the description box below to the actual press conference where they showed this, where they actually demoed it live and actually showed the entire world map. They modeled basically the entire United States of America. I'm not sure how down to the detail it's going to be. I mean, if you live in, nobody lives here, Tennessee, or sorry if anybody's in Tennessee and I just offended a bunch of people, but I'm sorry. But I mean, I live in North Carolina, a tiny town in North Carolina, and I don't even know if they're going to have my town in the game because it's basically, not many people live here, North Carolina. That might as well be the name of the town because it's a tiny little town. But even so, if they can pull off a world that big in a game, and it would be incredible. Now, it almost seems too good to be true, but I think they can pull it off. If you guys remember, there was a game called Fuel, and it was an off-road open-world racing game. But the big draw of the game Fuel was the fact that it took, I believe, 5 hours to get from one side of the open world to the other, making it the largest open-world game up until The Crew. Now, The Crew, nobody knows how big the world is. Nobody knows how long it'll take to get across it. And I'm sure that if it's actually to scale, then they'll have to put in some kind of fast travel system because, if there's a mission you want to do, like say you're out in Las Vegas and there's a mission you want to do in Miami, then you're going to have to, you're not going to want to drive for 2 or 3 days to get to Miami. You're going to want to fast travel, and I'm sure they'll have some kind of fast travel mechanic in the game, but the fact that they've gone that far is absolutely incredible. Now, another thing is that in Forza Horizon, you guys will know that you're confined to basically a wall structure. The roads you're confined to a wall structure. Some of the off-road terrain is drivable, but it's very limited. In The Crew, every possible thing is drivable. Every piece of terrain in the world is fully rendered. Everything. If you're going along and you see a mountain off in the distance, you can't just, in Forza Horizon, you could drive to that mountain. In The Crew, you could drive up that mountain. And not just on the road, you could drive literally up that mountain in, an off-road vehicle, because that's what the developers wanted for this game. They wanted complete freedom. Absolutely the freedom to do whatever the hell you want, basically. There are no limitations in this game. No limitations, no rules. There are cops. There are, enemies, because basically the plot of this game is that you're a crew trying to take down some kind of crime ring, like a national crime ring. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they pull this off, because when a game is boasting the largest open world ever created, then, there's got to be something in it, and it's not, there's got to be something to it. And it's not going to be like, just an empty, lifeless world. I mean, on the stage demo, I mean, this game is still like, I don't know what stage it's in. It's probably still in alpha, maybe post-alpha, early beta, but because it's coming out in early 2014. But what they had was, like, so they were driving through Miami, for example. They're driving through Miami, and there are people walking down the sidewalk. There are people, walking on the beach, relaxing on the beach. There are birds flying through the air. So it's not like the detail is gone. It's not like the detail is gone from this game. The details are there. And there's another part of the demo where the guy is driving along a mountain road near Las Vegas, and you can see Las Vegas from there, but like from the mountain road. But the cool thing about it is you'll be able to literally, if you want to, drive down that mountain road and take another road and go straight over to Las Vegas, and you've got a full-size Las Vegas. It's going to be insane what they do with this game. I'm so excited to see what this world, this open world is like, because it is going to be, if it's everything that they're promising it to be, then I'm just going to be absolutely blown away by this game. It's to the point where if this game really works, I don't even know what else I would ever play, pretty much. And that's not all it has to it either. That the open world isn't all it has. It's got full-on customization. I mean, for example, you will be able to literally take a car and not just customize it as in, change the rims and add a supercharger or turbos. You will literally be able to strip it down to the bare chassis and work your way up from, like, you've got your brakes, rims, suspension, coilover, shocks, absolutely everything. Your tires, your chassis itself, your drivetrain, your suspension, you can even, from what I understand, you can even go inside the engine and customize individual parts inside the engine. I mean, who has that? I mean, minus Forza, which kind of has a little bit of that, but it doesn't look like it has it on the level that this game has it, because this game, oh my god, I've just watched the trailer a bunch of times, and it's just, it blows me away every time, because I'm like, I keep thinking to myself, if this turns out to be a good game, then it could put other racing series out of business, even, if it's that good. Because in the trailer, it shows these guys, take a Camaro, for example. He takes it into a shop, okay? Takes it into a tuning shop and customizes it and adds a bunch of rally upgrades. Takes it off-road and runs on a dirt road with it. Okay, cool. I'd look at it and I'd say, okay, cool. But then, they start surrounding this SWAT truck. And then on the fly, this dude basically adds this, like, almost battering ram sort of bumper and, like, not chainmail, but like this chain link armor over the windscreen, and literally drives up behind the SWAT truck, slams in, like, well, there are three other cars. The three other cars go in front of the SWAT truck and block him. The Camaro, with all these modifications, comes back up, slams the SWAT truck from behind, and it goes, rolling, tumbling, flying down the road. And the graphics look incredible. It's not like they had to sacrifice graphics. It doesn't look like they had to sacrifice much of anything when they played this game. Now, I wasn't sure what console they were running it on. They didn't say. But I believe it's going to be multi-platform, Xbox 720, not 7, why did I say 720, what the hell, Xbox One and PS4, I don't know why I had 720 stuck in my head. 720 is still a better name for the new Xbox, for your information, Microsoft, but you don't really care about that, because you already screwed up the Xbox One to the point where nobody's going to buy it, but we'll gloss over that. But I'm really hoping that it's multi-platform and that you'll be able to have it on the PS4, because I know that I'm buying a PS4. I want a PS4, I'm buying a PS4, and that's going to be my first next-generation console, a PS4. No doubt about it. They waited to let Microsoft screw themselves up, screw themselves over, and then Sony just came out with the best features and best announcements that they possibly could have just ever come out with. Sony is going to lead the next generation. Microsoft is going to die in the next generation. Like, not Microsoft, but Xbox, I think, is going to take such a huge hit that it's not even going to be funny. I think Xbox is going to fail this generation so hard that they're almost going to destroy their entire brand name with this Xbox One, because the Xbox One has so much stupid stuff that there's no reason why anybody would want it. I mean, who mainly buys Xboxes? For the majority of people that buy Xboxes are kids, right? And who pays for that stuff? The parents. And the parents aren't going to want to pay extra for these tons of hidden fees that Microsoft is going to hide, or is hiding, inside the Xbox One. So, I mean, but that's on another topic. That's off on another rant. But if you guys want more information on The Crew, then there will be a link in the description below to where you can check out the press conference and the trailer. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and tell me in the comments below what you thought of it. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button for more. And tomorrow, we will be going into full HD because my Elgato will be arriving, and it's going to be epic, guys. It's going to be absolutely insane. I'll be capturing in full 1080p, and it's going to be the next step for my channel. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be awesome. So I will see you guys later.